It's day 5, only one, of customer service week. How you doing? Has it been a good customer service week for you? I sure hope so, especially if you work in customer service, because that's what this week is for. It's for all the frontline customer service people, and specifically in this industry, that would be the contact center, the dispatchers, outbound, um, care, um, field technicians, channel leaders, even, right? Anybody who's face to face or voice to voice or chat to chat with the customer. That's customer service, right? Now, a lot of the times, customer service and customer experience are used interchangeably, and that's not remotely close to the truth, right? Customer service is a part of the customer experience, right? It has been said that customer service picks up where the customer experience fails. So, with that in mind, we are celebrating a very, very small but crucial part of the whole customer experience, of the whole customer journey. The customer journey starts with how they heard about us, right? So either through some marketing or through SEO or word of mouth or reading reviews, things like that, right? That's how they first hear about us. Something sparked their interest or we came across them, right? And how we come across their eyes is very, very important because that sets the tone, right? That sets the tone of the entire experience and the relationship with the customer. So if their first impression of us is a crazy drive-in van, right? Or someone in uniform or wearing a Rooter Hero hat or shirt, just being stupid out in public, right? Doesn't matter if it's a technician, doesn't matter if it's a call center agent wearing a Rooter Hero shirt. It doesn't matter what the source is. If their first experience with us was negative, chances are they'll never use us, right? Then, after they initially hear about us, is, them either reaching out to the contact center, either through voice or through digital. And depending on how the first interaction goes, we can either build up enough rapport to create a relationship or build just enough value where they become a transaction. Now, both can be good, both generate revenue, right? But which generates more revenue? The transactional one or the relationship one? And each time a customer calls in or reaches out, that is like a first date, right? Like if you're on Hinge or Bumble or Tinder. I don't know if Tinder is for dates. I'm not sure. I don't touch those things, right? So no need to. So I don't want to touch them even if I did. But it's like a first date. Then when the dispatcher reaches out through the customer's preferred communication, right, either voice or text, that's like the second date, or at least the call the day after, right? Or the text the day after. So then when the technician goes out there, that's like the second date, right? And then, when the channel goes out, that is the third date. And the third date is where the magic happens, right? So I don't know what kind of magic, but let's just say magic is involved. So, and then it goes on and on throughout the entire journey, right? So some people come back, some people we have to reach out to come back, and then some people just ghost us and never use us again. And we want to keep the ghost number very small because, well, there we go. So I want to talk about something today, after that long preamble, about customer satisfaction and customer loyalty, because they're two distinct things, right? Customer satisfaction is short term, and it is not a good indication of if a customer will ever use us again. Customer satisfaction is how satisfied they were during the initial thing, right? Their first job with us, right? Their first experience with us. It's a transactional stat, right? You want every customer to be satisfied. That goes without saying. But it is the worst stat to use when it comes to, is this person going to use us again? Right? Now, it's not a perfect stat, but things like Net Promoter Score can measure more accurately if someone's going to use us again. Right? The CSAT is, or customer satisfaction, really measures how many customers we just haven't upset yet. Right? So, oh yeah, I was satisfied. It's fine. So, Net Promoter Score, though, that is where you can get a little bit more granular. You can get a little bit more meaning into what the customer actually felt. So, if, let's say, someone calls up a customer, previous customer, to do an NPS survey, Net Promoter Score survey. It's a very simple concept, right? And it's on a scale of 0 to 10. How likely would it be for you to recommend us to your friends or family? That's all it is. That's all the question is, and they can pick from 0 to 10. And I mentioned this a couple videos ago, right? So, but I'm going to get into it now. So, with that said, right, if they pick a 0 through 6, that means they hated it, right? They just didn't like it. Something happened where it wasn't good, right? A 7 or an 8 is neutral, take it or leave it, right? And then 9 and 10, which is, oh, fantastic, awesome. So the key is, at this point, if they haven't already, if they give it 10, is to ask them to kindly leave a review and then shoot them over the link for the review site, right? Google, right? So, because Yelp is a little finicky when it comes to this. It's Yelp. What do you want? What do you want from Yelp, okay? I mean, does anybody really even use Yelp? I don't know. I haven't used it in years because I understand how Yelp works, so no thanks. So, but, you know, if they leave a 10, cool, review. So, and that combined with that score, anything over 0 is considered good, right? Because the way that I figure it out is like, it's the percentage of the detractors, the 0 through 6, minus the promoters, which is the 9 and 10, and there you have your score. Okay? Basically. There's more nuance than that, but it is what it is. So anything over 0 is good. Anything over 30 is great. Anything over 70 is your top of class. And then if you get a 100 on it, you're lying. So, or you're not doing it right. So it is what it is, right? And you take out the neutrals because neutrals don't matter, right? That's why if you're ever asking someone to rate something on a scale of 1 to 10, disregard any 7. 7 is the polite answer. 7 is the, I don't want to say anything bad kind of answer. So if you're ever asking anything from a scale of 1 to 10, if someone says 7, count that as a 1, okay? Because that's what they really wanted to say. They're just nice. So, yeah, it is what it is. But the NPS combined with things like churn rate, retention rate, customer lifetime value, and then customer feedback can help you kind of gauge what your customer loyalty score is, right? And that's what you want to strive for. You want to strive for customer loyalty. You don't want to strive for customer satisfaction, even though you want every customer to be satisfied. So, because if they're not satisfied, they're not going to give you a positive loyalty score, right? On top of those two ones, like the CSAT and NPS, what you really want is to score high on the customer effort score, right? You want to make it very, very easy for people to do business with you, right? So you ask on a scale of 1 to 5, how easy was it to do business with us, right? Or how easy was your transaction? How easy was the phone call? How easy was the interaction with the technician? How easy was it to track the technician all the way to the house, right? You want a high score on CES, right? Customer effort score, because that more than any other stat is going to determine if a customer will use you again. You want to make it frictionless. You want to make it convenient. You want to make it so easy for the customer to use you that they will. And if there's another company that maybe even charges more, but it's more difficult to do business with, chances are, because of the convenience factor, people are going to reach out to you. So make it really easy. Make the experience all the way through incredibly easy. Dumb it down. Now on the back end, right, you can have as many complexities as you want. You probably shouldn't have many, because the more complex it is on the back end, the more complex it automatically is for the customer, right? So keep things simple. So that's the key. There's an old saying called "keep it simple, stupid," and that one is a good saying. I don't like the use of the word "stupid" in there. Who am I kidding? I don't mind it, but it's keep everything simple, and things will be simple for the customer, which makes it'll be simple to make money. All right. So, and that's what you want, right? Don't silo things, right? You shouldn't have a bunch of departments that only do one thing, right? Anybody should be able to give a refund of a certain amount, right? Everybody should be able to deal with an escalation up to, let's face it, their pay grade, right? So, this, that, and the other, right? So, but the crux of it is make it as easy as possible. And those drivers of disloyalty that I talked about a couple days ago, stay away from those. If you stay away from those, it's going to make your job a lot easier, and your CSAT, your NPS, and your CES are going to go up, right? And that's what you want. So, to recap, customer satisfaction, literally just a measurement of how many customers you haven't made upset yet, right? Incredibly transactional stat, right? It's an important one, and people attest to it. It's not the most important one. NPS, even with all of its flaws, is better than CSAT. But the king of customer service stats is the humble customer effort score. How easy it is to do business with you. Because there's three things that people look for when they're dealing with a company. One is, let's face it, price. Okay? Now, price can be superseded by these other things, right? The second thing that people look for is speed. How soon do they answer the phone? How soon do they get someone out to my house to fix my need, right? And then the third one is convenience. How easy is it to do business, right? And that's all you need to know, right? So in ascending order, CSAT, NPS, CES. That's all you got to know, right? Are these surveys perfect? No. No survey is perfect, okay? And that's something that people have to get through their heads. Because there are certain kinds of people that take surveys, right? And these people are either very, very positive people, or they're very, very negative people, right? That's why when you're looking at reviews, there's a lot of 5 stars, barely any 4, barely any 3, barely any 2, and then 1 stars, right? That's all you have to know about who leaves reviews, right? Either very positive people or very negative people. So then there's those jerks that like, well, nothing's really 5 stars, so you get 4 star. But those people are rare, thankfully. So if you ever want to know how you're doing customer service wise as a company, all you have to do is look at those surveys, and then things like churn rate, retention rate, which is the flip side of churn, right? Customer lifetime value, and then customer feedback. So that's all you got to do. you know what? This has been Customer Service Week. I hope you had a good one, because I sure did. This is my favorite time of year. This is my non religious Christmas. So, happy Customer Service Week, and we'll do this again next year, God willing.